doing? Fire's burning.
That's magic.
Overland Park Fire is progressive, compassionate, very professional at what they do.
Overland Park Fire is a higher standard.
Get him in position.
My name is Brian Wells. I was born and raised in Kansas City, Kansas. I currently live in Tonganoxie, Kansas. I have 10 years of marriage. Got 2 kids, a 9-year-old daughter and a 5-year-old son. I was born and raised around the fire service. I've got a father and an uncle still in the service, and I wanted to carry on their tradition, and you know, I was blessed enough to come join Overland Park Fire Department.
But we still do carry it for the epistaxis, so
yes.
That's that.
In 2000, I was kind of wanting to figure out what I wanted to do in life, so I moved down to Springfield, Missouri, and joined Logan-Rogersville Fire Protection District, where I served for about 5 years before seeing the need, the demand was, you know, evolving for more paramedics and all that in the fire service. So moved back up here to, you know, go back to school. And I joined Edwardsville Fire Department, where I worked just shy of 8 years. And I worked as a firefighter paramedic there, and then I joined the Overland Park family. I fell in love with the service right away. It was more than a need for serving. It was exciting. It was very entertaining. It was personally satisfying. You could take a lot of pride in your job and serving others and providing a service that no other profession can really do. I mean, we are specialized in what we do, and we're good at what we do. And you know, just being around the other firemen and the camaraderie and just the fire service as a whole has just been really rewarding, and I just wanted to continue through it, so, and develop through my career.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
I'm Kip Sanchez, I'm 28 years old and I'm from Lee Summit, Missouri. I'm engaged. My fiance is a first grade teacher in a Park Hill School District. She's great, she loves what she does, and she's really supportive of what I do, so that means a lot to me. Went to community college, went through fire academy in 2011, and about that same time, I was thinking about joining the military, and so I requested information from the Marine Corps when I was in California on vacation. And then I think the day I got back from California, the recruiters were at my house. And so I started talking with the recruiters, and I told them, you know, I just went through fire academy. But on my way to boot camp, I actually asked my recruiter, I said, so am I gonna be a firefighter? And he said, you could do that, or you could load bombs on aircraft, which is still a pretty cool job. So in the Marines, I started working on helicopters on their weapon systems. Loaded them up with like their rocket launchers and their missile launchers and the turrets and the guns and all that. So I did that for 4 years. After I did that, I moved back here to Overland Park. I met Blake Wyatt, and he invited me to have lunch with him and his crew one day, and him letting me come to have like lunch with them, that really meant a lot to me, and so I knew this is where I wanted to be, and so I took the opportunity, and I'm really glad I did. So I started out with a couple of classmates, Brian, as a paramedic. He was only with us for a few weeks, and then Will got promoted to fire medic, and he was a really good resource to have. You know, he just gave me a lot of tips about station life and, you know, the culture here in Overland Park. His wife ended up having their baby, so he had to do what he had to do. Family's #1 priority, so family over everything. It's just been me by myself this last week, and so it's been a little bit more challenging. After throwing that extension ladder up a couple of times, I was smoked afterwards. My legs felt like Jell-O. And throwing that ladder up on the roof over the lip, that last time up, it was kind of I was having trouble with that last one, so I was pretty tired. So that was probably the most challenging thing so far.
Take a second to catch your breath.
It's been a little bit more tiring because I've been going through the rotations a lot quicker, but it's been a lot of fun. I'm learning a lot of new stuff every day, but I'm ready to get out there and get on shift life.
Taking the straight roll paramedic, to be honest, it's a foot in the door. So I'm going to use that to my full advantage and work my way to fire medic and respectfully up towards lieutenant and captain and work through the ranks.
Well, for this first year, I want to absorb everything I can from the guys I'm on shift with, you know, pass on my first year tests. Then outside of that, I want to finish up my degree, and then, you know, I want to retire out of Overland Park, so I want to have a long career out of here and hopefully move up through the ranks.
Every interaction that I've had has all been positive. Ever since I walked in the door, the day one, you know, people wanted to know who I was, my story, my background, and it's amazing the resources and the way that the department carries themselves, that everybody is down to earth. You know, you don't come in here having to earn the respect. I mean, people want to know about you. They give you the opportunity right off the bat. And it's just been a very positive experience ever since I walked through the door here.
Since I've been here, everybody's been really welcoming, and it's been pretty awesome. I'm really excited to be here, you know.
It can't build that heat release rate until it gets more air.
Joe's been a great instructor. He's got a lot of knowledge. He likes to give you that encouragement. You know, if I don't do something right, he's got a good way of, you know, letting me know I didn't do it right. And his instructional methods have been really good. And then Mike's been a really good instructor too. Likes to joke around with me a lot, so I enjoy that. One day we were carrying water back from the TCB, and I think I had like 5 waters in my hand. He said, "Here, let me give you a hand." And pulled the one in the middle out, and I dropped them all. And so he knew what he was doing when he did that. It was still funny though.
The academy has been fantastic. Mike Morgan's done a wonderful job on getting me up to speed with the protocols and the way you guys expect care to be delivered and what the citizens expect. And not only that, but also the other fire personnel.
10, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm not afraid of running calls and running critical calls. I've had my fair share. I've worked at AMR Independence, so I've had my exposure to running, you know, 12 or 13 calls within 12 hours. So I've come from a busy service. I do have the background, but I'm ecstatic that, you know, I'll be working alongside with very experienced medics and some very knowledgeable medics as well. So to be a part of that, it's a blessing, to say the least.
It's been a lot of fun here. I'm gonna miss working with Mike and Joe, but I'm ready to get out there and be with the guys on shift.
I appreciate being here, and I look forward to the opportunities, and I look forward to meeting everybody and getting my feet wet, getting out to the station and working hard. You know, again, since I've walked through the door, I mean, everybody has been down to earth, impressionable, or I'm sorry, take that away. We'll start that over again.
Is there anything that makes you nervous about this job?
That thing, that camera.
That little fella?
Yeah. I don't know, it's a new, I don't know, new stressor that I haven't really experienced, so.
Have you given any thought to weaponizing the fire apparatus?
If I had some help, we could probably install like a turret or something, or... Oh, it's a 20mm gun. Make sure nobody cuts us off. I don't think that would go over well, but I don't know if I'm supposed to say something or...
What's it like being a one-person academy?
Hey man, top of the class. I graduated #1, man.